Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. This will be part 2 of our Let's Play. In the last episode, we really did basically nothing, right? We arrived on Telos, is what this place is called, and we came out of the Kolto tank, we talked to Kreia, who we thought was dead, and now we need to get to our ship and get out of here. So, we've equipped the plasma torch, which we found on a body in the morgue. And now we're going out. So, we just picked up a vibro cutter. So in the New Republic, or like, you know, the mainline Star Wars stuff, you have basically either a lightsaber or a blaster. There's not a lot of sort of middle ground. Whereas in the Old Republic, vibro swords, vibro blades, vibro cutters, things like that are pretty commonplace. Like, wars are fought with guns and swords. So it's actually kind of good in that regard, because it means you can fight a lot more Jedi on kind of even footing. Also, we now have robots. They did say the mining droids were going crazy or something, so I guess this is to be expected. As you can see, we're not super amazing at combat. We should probably be like one-hit killing them, not taking multiple chops at the cherry. So that's kind of awkward. Ooh, we might take a mining laser actually. I guess it's 1 to 7. That's 1 to 10. Blast pistol, melee weapons. I guess it really doesn't matter. This just lets us shoot from a distance. Probably want to do that. We'll go blaster for now. Pew pew. Okay, we'll use some abilities, so we're going to do rapid shot, which is basically like flurry for melee. We'll do a sniper shot. Ready? Here it comes. Bzzzup. We whiffed on it. Nope. With that power shot. We're not very good at this. There we go. There we go, we handled it somehow. What are our stats again? Okay, strength and dex are exactly the same, so it actually shouldn't make any difference. Hello? Broken droid? What we might do eventually is go for the old dual wield.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
How are you talking to me? Kreia? Okay, try to open the hatch. It is odd this emergency hatch has been opened considering the circumstances. There may be a way to open it if you get to an access terminal. Perhaps. Also, this is like the 3rd or 4th attempt I've made on this. The game is still got some real bugs. For it's not made for modern hardware, right? The bug I ran into, wow, I'm missing this locker. That is very depressing. Give me the mining torch. Just cut it. Thank you. Good lord. Yeah, so the issue that I was running into was after combat, it just locks up, or like it stops you being able to move. It doesn't lock up. You can still rotate the camera, you just can't move. And it's a weird quirk related to anything above 60 FPS. Now, the #1, like, recommended, I don't know, like, solution is obviously to set VSync. Because at the time that a lot of those tips were written, 60 Hz was what most monitors were running at, but you might get frame rates over 60 if you had a good PC. Whereas now, like, my monitor is 144 Hz, so when I set VSync, that's still well over 60. So, ripperoni. But anyway, let's watch some logs.
Alright, all hands, especially you, Corder. Listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blast
Juma heads?
help me any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes.
I mean, that's such semantics, because like mining lasers work exactly the same as guns.
Asteroid field. So if I catch
But,
any
oh
of
no,
you
they're not
with
technically
anything other than
blasters.
sonic charges or mining lasers,
Yeah, like, what the
I'll
hell?
burn you and your contract. Security out.
Accident report
And
logs?
according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid.
Interesting.
The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge, it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened.
Convenient.
I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Corda and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility's gonna be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives.
Interesting. Mining droid maintenance logs.
So, you're in
What do we got?
maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better
love
give me
this.
some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir,
Well, considering mining lasers are just like guns, then...
Mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Well,
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage. And
yeah, like, I wouldn't count on that, though.
Going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime,
Interesting.
make sure the security's armed with all the
That's
ion and
a
sonic
different
charges
voice
you can
actor.
find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot.
again, like, because we're running the restored content mod, like, some of this is probably cut voice lines and stuff that they've, like, re-added.
I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll
Okay.
make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Corda or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield.
Interesting.
Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door.
Right,
He'll
I
be
see. So
trapped.
that's the whole point. You figure out who it is, you lock them up, and all the droids have to be shut down. But then the droids are the things that are helping
I
them, so...
secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room.
Okay.
If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors.
So
All I
stealth
need to
field,
do is
gotcha.
equip the belt and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should
But
buy me
surely-
enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console.
Sorry, I'm just thinking, like, surely it wouldn't matter how close you get to them unless you trip over them.
Sabotaged. Maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaged.
Like, if you're interfering with their sensors, what, do they have other sensors? You know, that doesn't make sense. Whatever. Oh, I should probably swap out my other weapon. What is it, like, Y? Hang on, said that. H. Of course it is.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Okay, Kreia. What are you doing in my brain?
Sense them. Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions.
Okay.
You can feel them.
Okay, so this is like a fun little
Words you
thing in
cannot
this game.
receive, but the small oscillations of energy that you can feel echoing outwards.
So this kind of like gives you a sense. Yeah, you've gained passive precognition power. When this power is triggered, you should save your game. So it sort of like happens before boss battles. Like anytime before boss battles, it will trigger the precognition. Which is, yeah, literally just saying, like, you should probably save your game.
Ah, you hear it.
Krayer, I'm not finished yet. Can you hold the phone for a sec? What's
It
happening?
is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
I don't want this. Not again. Never again.
Turn away from it. Listen.
Yeah, because
Feel it
we'll get to that point, but like some of these choices make a lot more sense once you
I
play
shall
the game
guide
before.
you down the familiar paths. You will need
But basically, long
to
story short, without
survive
spoiling
to
too much,
escape this place.
that was weird. What? Long story short, it will. Man, I forgot what I was going to say now. You cut yourself off from the Force. I won't say why or how or when, but you sort of like, yeah, you blocked the Force out from you. So it's weird that it's coming back. Okay. So again, that's just saying that as we level up, we become a better Jedi. Also, that music is super loud. Let's just turn that down a little bit. And the sound effects. I should turn on everything except, like, voice. It's probably what we want. Okay, but level up. We are not going to auto level up. We are going to normal level up. We'll probably put it into probably just awareness. So we have 3 points, so I guess we can just do this. I don't think we'll bother with treat injury. Not yet, anyway. And we can pick our first Force power. You would think it's a tough choice, but the answer is pretty easy. At this stage, we probably want Stun Droid. We're going to fight a lot of droids for a while, and Stun Droid will be very strong. Effect Mind isn't going to be very useful for a bit. Energy Resistance, maybe? But we do have to trigger that one, so it's a bit annoying. Its power nose character use part of their own health for your Force powers. All Force powers take 30% of the cost from Vitality points, 30% from Force points. Interesting. So there's actually some point, like some abilities here I have never used. But we're just going to take Stun Droid. It's the smart choice at this stage of the game. So now we should have our special ability. Was it H to change weapons? Yeah. Bonk. Stealth Field Generator. Nice. I don't think we have any points in stealth, so not really going to help us that much. Sorry, I know we don't have a party yet. Yeah, stealth? Yeah, 0 points in stealth. So shockingly, not actually going to be super useful. It's going to be very not useful, in fact. But look, we don't have anything on our belt anyway, so guess we're just gonna have to kill our way through. Hello. Stun Droid. Zap. And then we'll just blast him. Or we'll just whiff a lot. There we go. I don't know if there's like a range in this, if range is a factor. Okay, stun. Oh, we saved it. So this is what I was saying in the last episode, where you can basically feel the dice rolls when it does things like, haha, saved. And yeah, you can basically like feel the d20 that's been rolled and gone, haha, like 18. This is saved. Very, very fun. But then I'm a massive fan of tabletop RPGs. Like, holy shit, love me some tabletop RPG. Not the biggest fan of D&D. I don't mind it, but I just think it's the boring option. Like, there's a lot of very cool systems out there. And D&D is just very, like, classic and a bit boring in my opinion. But I can appreciate people that do like it, right? Code to cancel lockdown, look for the control override switch. Beep. Log out. yeah, I can appreciate people that do like it. You know, I definitely enjoy it. Oh, is he chill now? Oh, he is chill now. Cool. Examine his behavior core. Yeah. Well. We'll... yeah, disable the droid. We'll take some components, and we'll disable it. Ooh.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are...
I wish my thoughts would be a bit more difficult to read, because apparently you're just in my brain all the time. Get out of
You have
there.
nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
Is that because he's a party member? Perhaps?
Nice
Howdy.
outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here?
Yeah, I'd keep those eyes up and tell me who you are.
Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
Now, this facility's deserted. What
You
happened?
mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story.
Yeah, the
You see,
Jedi.
This Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the
Sure,
story gets
yep.
better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well,
Interesting.
what's fastest for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting.
So the exchange is like
Some big explosion.
big criminal
I was sitting here
organization.
for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better.
Okay. Has a bounty on captured Jedi? Why?
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high.
Interesting. What's the exchange?
is a big crime outfit. Mostly operate out of Nar
Yeah,
Shaddaa.
there you go.
Spice running, gun trafficking, slave trading. Now I guess they're posting bounties on Jedi.
Fair enough. Exchange trying to kill Jedi?
Like I said, I don't know too much about it. Could be something personal, or just business. Either way, there aren't many Jedi left to do anything about it.
Not many Jedi. Oh yeah, that's a better question. Did the exchange wipe them all
I
out?
doubt it. No. It was war that thinned the Jedi, not the exchange. The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
Interesting. The stories I heard were of Sith, not the Jedi.
Yeah, Revan, Malik, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy.
So that's all
been?
covered in the first game. I've been away since the Mandalorian Wars.
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malik turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
Yeah, that is the Sith. The rumors I heard said Revan defeated Malik, then went to Coruscant to unite this thing. No, I was led to believe that Revan saved the Jedi and the Republic. I think this is like you sort of writing history for the first game.
There's rumors all over space about it. All I heard was Revan returned to pay Malik back for trying to kill her in the first place. You know, women.
How long have you been in that cage? Revan was a man, not a woman.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman.
This discussion about Revan is pointless, and you know
Look,
what happened here.
Not like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but... Hey,
Nice.
wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is
Wow,
everybody?
you just noticed. It's taking you a while. I don't know. Facility seems abandoned.
The miners can't all
Ain't me,
be
mate.
gone. But if they are... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
Yeah, tell me your plan and we can go from there.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here.
Okay. Yeah, one thing first. The patients in the medical bay were killed with a lethal dose of sedatives. Know anything about that?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Yeah, never mind.
So you
Just
done
checking.
interrogating me, or are we going to work together and try to get out of this mess?
Yeah, I trust you. If we work together, we may be able to get out of this mess. I trust you, person I've, like, only just met.
Great.
And
Now
was in a
business.
prison cell.
Let's get to the command console.
Sure. Yeah, let's go. I like Atten. Atten's interesting. He's got a good backstory. Like his whole shtick is pretty
Alright,
pretty
here we
fun.
are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift
No.
charts are constantly being updated. So it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust.
Ah,
The hail
right.
warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters.
Okay.
The thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey!
What's wrong?
The system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean.
That wouldn't be standard procedure in emergency lockdown.
No.
Wow.
Someone
No
tried to lock
shit.
down this whole level tight, and leave us here. Trapped.
Is there anything else we can do from
I
this
doubt
console?
it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us.
Yeah, fair enough. Can we contact the miners?
We could try. But if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? I don't think a friendly call is going to wake them up.
Yeah, let's see if we can try and reach someone on the
Be my
comm.
guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
We can try and find other people. Check the admin logs. Access
Tracked
log
the
this one.
freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not
Ah,
much
so this
on
will be
board.
my ship.
One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bodies. Sent the survivor to medical and the others to the morgue. Didn't recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted it to the Republic.
His
Command.
eyes are very
Questioned the
wide.
protocol droid about what happened. Says his master, the survivor, I guess, was on the Republic ship the Harbinger when it suffered an engine failure. He says
Okay.
the survivor was a passenger on the vessel and a Jedi. So that's gonna mean true.
It's gonna be in trouble, I take it. Okay.
Inventoried the
2
body
days
and
later.
cargo. Everything matches the protocol droid's story. The T3 droid had seized up, so we left it in storage in standby mode. Don't know what code will access it. It could be it's voice activated for all we know. We put the protocol
Okay.
droid to work in maintenance, sorting the mining droid comm routines and updating the recognition sensors. And to shut him up. Survivor recovers. Hopefully we can get him off this station before there's a...
Just saying. You pick up a protocol droid on a ship and you do it, you give it access to the mining droids, and then suddenly all the mining droids start behaving weird.
trouble between the work shifts. The
Strange.
Jedi leaked out and the miners aren't sure what to do with her. Quarter's mining crew wanted us to collect the creds for the bounty the Exchange has on Jedi, but I put a stop to that. We're contacting Telos to get the Republic records on the Jedi, but nobody will know word from the Republic. But I've sent out a broadcom transmission for records on this Ebonhawk. One of the miners said it used to be a smuggling vessel. Accidents are making the miners restless. The droid behavior course must be undergoing some kind of binary decay.
Yeah,
Two
again,
miners were drilled
interesting.
by a droid's mining laser, and those blasts in the ventilation tunnels nearly caused the whole facility to blow.
Yeah, interesting. Access comm system. Dormitories? No response. Hangar Bay 25. As you access Hangar Bay 25, there is a series of low-pitched whistles and beeps. It sounds as if there is a utility droid on the other end. Can you read me? It's T3M4! It's our boy! Do a diagnostic and follow my instructions. I do love how this doesn't translate it for you. It's just like exactly the same as Star Wars, right? Where the droids say things and then your character, or like the character understands, but you don't. So you just sort of like pick up what they say based on what your responses are. We're trapped up on the administration level. Can you unlock the turbo lifts? Is there some way out of here besides the turbo lifts? Doesn't sound likely. I'd rather risk it than being trapped up here. Okay, sounds concerned. Alright. Now I get to be our little buddy again. Good old T3M4. Also, I can put on this gear that I magically acquired in my previous life. put all my sweet gear on. Right, so how are we going to get out of here? Right, some repair kits, that's med kits for droids. Nice. We're good enough at security for that to work. Can I unlock this one? Nice. Also good. We have a sonic grenade. Do we get any other like weapons or anything? Nah. Can I pop this? Okay, blast with explosives. Got ya. Bonk. Oop, okay. Droids. Turn the shield. So now we should be protected. Oh. They didn't even hit us anyway. But if they did, we would have been protected. I think we actually want to go this way. Yeah, there we go. Ah, there's our ship. They even repaired it too. Impressive. Like, I don't know why they would. Guess they repair it, then they can potentially get scrap from it or something. Like, they sell it. Or maybe they're just good people, but... seems like at least 50% of them were not. So I'm not holding out hope for the other 50%. Okay, just a bunch of repair kits. System damage. Several parts have been removed from this console, and a laser drill has been used on a number of subsystems. So the droids got to it. Despite the sabotage, however, the console's basic functionality was intended to be restored quickly by replacing missing parts, which we don't have any. That's not helpful. Can we unlock this? Impossible. How about this one? Same thing? Yeah. Okay, so we need some parts. You'd think we'd be able to just pull them out of droids, but apparently not. We need to, I guess, go down the bottom. Hehehe. Not one damage, that's not great. Deflect shield's working though. Wow, are we just gonna one damage our way through this? I guess we are. Okay, thank God. Was that 11119? Sure. Because what's the damage on this? It'd be like 1 to 8? 1 to 7, so it's 1 to 8 because of our dex. And so we got 4 like 1s and then a critical hit. Interesting. Or actually, hang on, so it's 1... Sorry, no, it's 1 to 8 plus 6, so... it can potentially go higher. Potentially go to 14, I guess. But I would have thought that means that like a 1 would... you couldn't do a 1, you do a 7 minimum, but... whatever, I don't remember how it works in this. Again, this is based on a role-playing system, I don't remember which one. Fire, please. Thank you. But I'm sure the role-playing system will tell you if you looked it up. A data pad? Sure. Purged a fuel lines and found 3 sonic charges attached inside. I checked the work logs and only droids have been in the area. Tried to contact security as soon as I found the explosive, but I can't seem to get a signal through. I have removed the remote detonators and I'll keep the explosives on me until then... sorry, until I can put them in a secure hold in the hangar. So that's our explosives we can use to open the door. Oh, and some parts. Cool! So we have everything we need now. All we had to do was hippity hop down a couple of flights of stairs. Well, ramps anyway, I don't handle stairs. Also, the mining droid's like really menacing. Considering they're just miners, you think they, I don't know, look like something else. Alright, we'll give them the lightning. Because the lightning works through... lightning works through shields. Stop. Whereas the deflector will stop me shooting. But I can't just burn it out. I'll just light it again. quicker, easier. I could also hook grenades. That would work, but yeah, like, deflector shields just... I mean, you can see on here. What's it say? Absorbs energy electric ion 50 points. So I can block 50 points of energy... Wait, what was it? Energy, ion, or electric. Beep. Lamest explosion, just... Peh! Okay, I will wake up the other droid, but in a second. After I've grabbed everything I can out of this room. Before I go, like, playing with things that could potentially try and kill me. Just gonna pop all this open. Ooh, a blaster pistol. Which I think is, like, better in every way. Could even do 2. +2, +0 versus 2 weapon penalty. That's pretty good. Alright. Oh yeah, that's the one from the ship. So that one's stuffed, basically, is what it's saying. But now I get double pew-pews. Pew-pew-pew-pew. Okay, repair that. Access emergency control commands. Run a diagnostic. All emergency subsystems rerouted. Fuel depot terminal. Access to Baraga's emergency subsystems have been rerouted to a fuel depot computer terminal, and the connecting circuits have been burned out with a mining laser preventing remote access. Check status of emergency subsystems. Hangar bay door sealed, fuel depot sealed. Hangar, conduit removed. Fuel door? Okay, so we can go to the fuel depot, which I guess is where we get access to the other thing. Access to hangar logs. Docking and takeoff procedures. All incoming and outgoing freighters need orbital drift charts transmitted from Paragus in order to navigate the asteroid field. Transmit them. Download error, access is denied. Heaven Hawk navicomputer locked, so I have to go and unlock the navicomputer as well. Contraband!
Cargo from the Jedi's freighter is being stored in the secure cargo hold until we can pass it through the quarantine checks. And as requested, all the programming spikes the security officers wanted confiscated have been stored there as well, to prevent further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough.
That seems stupid.
If anybody wants to break into it, they'd have to blow it open with explosives.
About that. I may have done that thing. Okay, maintenance
Who ordered
violation.
the mining droids to repair that Jedi's freighter? I come in here off
Ah,
the ship
see,
and
so there you
they were
go.
repairing the port stabilizers? Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip? Because orders were that the hangar was to be locked down.
Right,
ever
so
since
they
the
didn't
Jedi
repair
arrived.
it.
I don't know
The
what
robots
maintenance
did.
is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the ventilation tunnels before gas builds up to terminal levels. It's not like that ship can go anywhere anyway. Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the navicomputer's been voice-locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override.
Okay. Navicomputer
Looks
lock.
like those droids got the vessel working again, even with all the damage it had taken. The maintenance officer still won't admit ordering them to fix it, though.
Yeah, what a
Regardless,
bastard.
Still no luck accessing the navicomputer. It's been voice-locked. Maybe by one of the corpses we found on the ship, like the old woman.
That'd be
If so,
awkward.
that ship isn't going anywhere, unless we rip out the navicomputer and put in a new one, if we even had one to spare. The only reason someone would lock their navicomputer is to hide their astrogation charts. Someone didn't want us to know where that ship was going, or where it had been. Only smugglers
Interesting.
do that, or someone with something to hide. That Jedi's got a lot of questions to answer.
Well, to be fair, apparently there's a thing out on Jedi, right? Like a bounty out on Jedi. I'd probably want to hide where I've been or where I'm going to. Access the hangar bay layout. Hangar bay map can now be referenced on the journal screen. Okay, cool. Comms. Diagnosing on damaged systems. Signal unit destroyed. Okay. Well, we are going to leave this episode here. We're making our way out of Paragus, but it's a bit slow going. We're swapping back and forth a little bit, and we're just sort of doing the step-by-step, slowly, like, getting the teams together. But anyway, guys, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more content from me, the Aussie Nerd, feel free to subscribe to my channel and check out the other videos on there. If you think you know any friends that might enjoy my content, make sure you share a video too with them. Really appreciate it. And finally, if you want to leave any hints, tips, tricks, feedback of the videos, or you just want to say hi, make sure you do so in the comment section down below so I can see it. And I'll see all of you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.